Hey, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a good day. I decided to go out at night, and it's been brutally hot. I was riding back from work in the sun, and I was just baking because it was pretty stopped traffic on the freeway, and it was just killer. But at night it's not too bad, especially if you keep moving. Like it's in low 90s right now, which is that good old Texas heat, and it hasn't been too bad. I will say I did have that issue where I got that bolt stuck and I kind of messed all this up. So this cruise control attachment device thing that came with the bike wasn't working right, and so I had to rebuild all that. But there's like a little bit too much play right there, so it's making me a little bit more choppy, especially when I throttle up. It's just like oop oop, which I'm not completely blaming the bike. I think I get used to it, but it's just like I feel like I just want the take up to be a little sooner is all. That was oof. Well, I can't blame that on the throttle. That was all me right there. But yeah, it's been. I get so excited to hop on the bike, and I've been riding around a ton and not even recording. I'm coming up on 1,000 miles already on this bike, which I know is low for the bike itself, but it hasn't been very long. I think it's been a month or something like that, and I've just been bumming around on it as much as I can. I will say the next time I hop on, I do want to get another angle, and then I want to put I've heard a lot of good things about putting a microphone under the seat so you can kind of hear the exhaust, because I'm like, that would be cool. I think I'd like to see that. And I do have a second camera, but it's being sent off because I think a rock or something came up and hit it, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I should repair this. But once it gets done and that screen gets replaced, it gets back, I'm like, I'm gonna slap one somewhere on the side and then throw the microphone underneath, because I'm like, I don't know, I want to hear it. I've been waiting to kind of go to a bike night or a meetup or some variation of that, just because I don't want to be influenced by other riders and ride stupid because I see some guy go crazy fast and I think I can go crazy fast, but he can hit some insane lean angle in a turn, and he's been doing this for 20 plus years, and then I go down. So I've been cautious about that, but I think in like a week or something like that, I'm gonna try and hop on a Facebook page and kind of see what people are up to, you know. Just because I feel nimble enough with this bike where I'm not gonna endanger myself, and I'm learning to ride within my means. So I think that'll be okay. Ooh, yeah, that's so good. Every time I hear anything about the FJR, it's people being in love with it. And granted, it's like older dudes that have been riding forever, but I don't know, I feel cool. I feel cool on it. I used to look at this bike, and the front of it, I'll show you later, but it kind of looks like a praying mantis or something. It has kind of a feminine face to it, but like you have all this quick power on tap, and I don't think it's a bad looking bike at all. But when I was originally looking at them, like everyone I saw, I was like, oh, this thing's ugly, it looks weird, I don't like anything about it. But now that I have one, I'm like, oh, this thing's good looking, it rides well, like what more could you ask for? And even the top box on the back, which I was like, oh, that's so ugly. It's just too convenient. The only thing is the weight. Sometimes at intersections and stoplights and things like that, at first I was really getting surprised by it. And these boots I have are fairly slick, so the second I put my feet down, they would like slip out. But now that I know that, everything's super livable, not bad at all, and yeah, very happy. But I do have plans to take it out, and I want to go fly fishing with it. So I'm gonna eventually try to make it up to Tennessee with it. I was going to go soon, but just get away from everyone. I just like to get away from the people. But yeah, I have to go up to Tennessee soon, but I have to take like a car because I have to bring back a bunch of stuff. But after that, I'm like, how cool would it be to take this up into the Smokies, do some fly fishing, you know, maybe stay at like a cabin or something. I don't know if I'm ready for full moto camping sort of energy, but you know, just going far on it and being like, this bike has afforded me to actually take freeways and not be petrified the whole time of like not being able to get away from people or not going at speed, and all that just fades away because I have a real bike in between my legs that can actually go. Like the 250 was awesome, great to learn on, super thankful for that bike, but being able to get up and go is real nice. It's like intoxicating because you can get yourself in trouble with it, which I feel like right now I'm in a zone where I'm tamping back. I think there was a second where I was like, oh, I'm so confident, I'm the coolest biker in the world, I can handle any bike, and I was getting, not reckless, but I was getting a touch like overconfident. And now I'm bringing that back. I'm being smarter with it. Some of it feels weird though. There's something in this bike that feels weird right now, and I don't know what it is. But this is what I'm saying. The thing that I like about motorcycles is it's originally a thing I picked up to learn, to get some more knowledge on and be like, oh, this is a new skill set that I have. And there's this weird feeling too where I'm riding, because my dad has ridden bikes for 40 years. I feel like I'm carrying, you know, the torch, where I'm like, oh, it's like if you've ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's like when all the avatars before him align and are like, you know, they give Aang some knowledge or some great power, you know. That's what it feels like. I feel like I'm doing right by my ancestors. I should have signaled there. There was no one. It's fine, but bad habit. I love this place. Every time I come here a lot when I do a video, because it's just familiar. I feel like my brain can not turn off, because I wouldn't want to do that when I'm on the bike, but I'm just not like stressed about it. I'm like, oh, okay, I know generally the route I'm gonna take. I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna hit these curves, they're gonna make me happy, it's gonna be easy, I'm gonna turn left and go back around. It's nice. Sometimes a nice route is good and familiar, is just what I need, I think. Right here, I will say there was one time I was coming down here, I was coming in too fast, and this was red, and I wasn't super confident in my braking, and it was kind of just like a proving ground where I was like, oh, I like have to figure this out right now. Oh, I forgot about this, actually. Yeah, it gets wet here because the sprinklers get a little overzealous. Big crack. Sometimes when I am driving though, I will be going around and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of scouting for routes when I'm on the bike. Like I'll look at the pavement and I'll be like, how's the road here? Like the other day I was driving and it was just it was like almost a foot hole, just whoop, and I was like, if I was on the bike and I hit that, it would just be goodbye. Like no matter what I did, it was just if I touched it, I'm dead. And there's a little bit of that on the bike that's like, oh yeah, the floor is lava, and you could hit a rock and you're just like, oh, this is bad. But yeah, it is refreshing after you're on the motorcycle to then go in a vehicle, because then you don't have to think as much and your brain's just like glossed over. You're just like, oh, everything's fine. I'm not really reactive. Not that I'm like a super reactive driver, that makes me sound crazy, but you're not stressing about anything. You're like, oh, okay, if it takes a little bit of time, that's fine. If it's just nothing gets under your skin because you're not actively trying to not die. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I still had the power. I just wanted to make sure it was still there. Sometimes you gotta make sure. It felt, I was like, is this thing going? Was there gas in it? Don't want to put my foot down. Yay! Anyways, I don't really got much else tonight. I'm a little scatterbrained. I feel like sometimes I get on the bike, especially back when I had the Ninja, I felt like I was more scientific about it, where I was trying to really say everything that I was experiencing, and then sometimes when I get on this thing, I don't really want to talk. I just want to ride around and listen and experience and hop off and get a Gatorade. I think that's the true joy of riding a motorcycle, is you can explore and you're unbothered by a heavy vehicle that can't fit places, or it's like a pain in the butt to do a U-turn, or you don't want to go this way because it takes too long, and you're like, I don't care if it takes long on the bike. I'm having a good time. Everything's as it should be. I want to go to this gas station and just get a Gatorade to kind of top myself off, so I'm okay to putz around and really not do anything serious. Like everything on the bike is just nice. You're unencumbered. You're just exploring. Anyways, I'm gonna ride around. I'm rambling. Have a good night, day, morning, whatever it is.